YouTube and welcome back to my channel today. I just want to start off by saying I hope you guys had an amazing holiday season. I know that I was extremely busy with friends and family and eating, but it was so much fun, and I'm kind of glad that the holidays have died down just a little bit, especially since I do work in retail and during the holiday season it does get a little bit hectic. But with that being said, I had a really fun low-key New Year's Eve. I actually spent it with my family. We had Chinese food. I hung out with Olivia, and yes, I was sleeping before the ball dropped, but oh well. I've been out plenty of times in the past, and as much fun as that is, I feel with myself approaching 30 these days, I'm just not into the club bar scene anymore, and I'd rather literally, I worked New Year's Eve until 6 and I was literally doing appointments back to back to back, and so by the time like the end of the night rolled around, I honestly just wanted to like sit down somewhere where it wasn't really noisy and crowded, and I just wanted to relax and enjoy myself. So that is what I did with my family. I hope you guys had an amazing time whatever you did, and now I want to jump into this video. Today's video, I know it's a little bit late, but this is the finale to my Project 10 pan, and I have some good news, some bad news, some mediocre news, so let's just jump into it. I also want to let you guys know my New Year's resolution is not to touch my hair so much in my videos. No, I'm just kidding. No, but I really am gonna work on that, but that is not my resolution. Of course, it's like everyone else. I feel like I want to eat a little bit more healthy. I want to exercise a little bit more, and I just want to financially be a little bit more secure and be a little bit more aware of my spending habits. So let's just jump into the video. So in my last update video, you guys know I had 2 more products left, which were the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and unfortunately it is all gone. So it looks like this, and I took the stopper out and I literally scraped out as much as I could. I absolutely adore this concealer. It is a doe foot applicated concealer. It is a yellow undertone. It is the perfect shade for my skin complexion. It brightens up and conceals. It's creamy, it's amazing, and it is a little bit pricey. So right now I'm not going to repurchase it because I have a plethora of other concealers that I want to use at the current moment before I go out and spend. I believe this is $29. So it's not the most expensive concealer in the world, but I do have, I think, probably like 5 or 6 other concealers right now, and I'd like to use up at least 1 or 2 more before I go ahead and buy another makeup product. The other item is something that I'm super excited about, and it is a Maybelline Color Tattoo. It's the first one I've ever completely used up, and it is in the shade 255 Just Beige. So this is what the packaging looks like. And this is the completely empty but kind of wonky looking packaging. So I used this up. This was a really nice, pretty natural, like neutral skin toned eye base. You guys know the deal with eye bases. They're amazing for not making your shadows crease, keeping the longevity of them on. It just makes whatever color you put on top pop, and I always have to use an eyeshadow base because my skin and especially my eyelids are extremely oily, so if I don't use a base and there's not something down for my eyeshadow to adhere to, then it will disappear throughout the day. So, and of course, they won't stop. They can't stop. They only do this when I'm filming, I swear. So try to disregard them. I know they're a little bit noisy and distracting sometimes, but you guys know that I don't like filming with them not in the room because, you know, we're just one big family and they love being on YouTube. So I completely used this up, and then there were 2 products that I wasn't completely sure I was going to use, and I didn't end up using either of them up. I actually kind of gave up, which isn't really my MO when it comes to just anything in life. But the first one is the MAC Studio 6 Pan Eyeshadow Palette. The little mirror broke, which I don't want to say is unfortunate, but I didn't use this like at all, so I'm gonna hold on to it for a little while, but if I don't get any more use out of it, I'm probably just going to let it go. The quality is not very good, and just the pigmentation isn't really there. And then the other product is this Joe Fresh blush in the shade Peach, or it's in the shade Pale Peach, and it looks like this. You know that Elle sent this to me in our swap, and I think now that I'm probably as fair as I'm going to get, I can probably use this now and it will show up. But earlier this year when I was trying to use this up, it didn't show up at all on me. So I was like using a product that served absolutely no purpose in my makeup routine, and I decided to give it a little break. But I feel like I could totally get away with wearing this now because I'm pretty much, I just went into work the other day when I wasn't working just to get myself color swatched by someone else that I work with, because of course I'm always like thinking I'm more tan than I actually am, but I'm not. So right now I am in like the MAC Studio Fix Fluid in an NC20 to a 25. I can go either way, and that's as fair as I ever get. So all right, now with that being said, there were 2 products that I had swapped into this just to make sure I used up 10 products, and I did finish both of those products as well. So the first one was the Jordana Easy, it's called the Jordana Easy Liner for Lips. I just had to look at a different one because I actually included that in my last empties video, and I didn't even remember that I threw it in this project pan. So I already showed that in a previous empties video, which was my last video here that I posted on YouTube, and then I just recycled the packaging. So I don't have that, but it was in the shade Rockin' Rose, and it's such a beautiful neutral, like, it's kind of like a more brown toned pinky, like, I don't know. It's not like a nude pink, but it's a little bit darker on me. So I love that. I'm not gonna repurchase it right now just because I have a ton of other lip liners, and I'm trying to use up some of my lip liners before they dry out before I go ahead and repurchase them. But I would highly recommend any of the Jordana Easy Liner for Lips because they're amazing, they're super affordable, you can get them at Walgreens, and they're only a couple dollars. And then the other product that I finished is the Maybelline powder. I just couldn't find it for a minute. And this is the Maybelline New York Fit Me Matte and Poreless Powder. And it is normal to oily, and it is in the shade 220 Natural Beige. It looks like this. And I did completely use this up. I will say that I am not going to repurchase this just because this was a bit too, it was a bit too powdery for my liking. It wasn't crazy finely milled, so when you applied it to your skin, you could just see that it was settling on top, and I didn't necessarily think it was the best quality, so I picked this up at CVS for $8.29. It is a decent powder. I did use this in conjunction with the matching liquid foundation, and they did work well together. It's just not something that I absolutely loved that I would run out to the store and buy again, but if I was in a pinch, I would consider repurchasing this. It's just that right now, I'm absolutely thoroughly enjoying the Milani powder, face powder, and no, I don't think I would repurchase this even if I was in a pinch. Well, I don't know, maybe. Like if this was the only powder at the drugstore and they had in my shade, I'd probably repurchase this. Yeah. All right, so that is it. I have so many videos that I need to film today for you guys, so I'm gonna keep these kind of short so that way I can film them back to back to back. I have a bunch of laundry to do, and I am, as you can tell over there, right there we go, I am cleaning my makeup brushes, so it's going to be an all-day beauty event. You're gonna see this same outfit probably for multiple videos in a row, but right now I have 2 days off a week because I am full-time at MAC, and then this weekend coming up I'm away for the military, and I haven't quite, like, I wasn't quite sure whether or not I wanted to like completely share this yet because it's still kind of brand new, but I am dating someone, and I am spending some of my little tiny baby bit of free time in my life right now to hanging out with him and like going out with him, so yeah. But I will give you more details sometime in a future video. I don't want to jinx it right now. I know that kind of sounds crazy, but it's just the way I'm thinking in my head. But it is new, and he is absolutely amazing, and he just makes me really happy. So, all right, I have to film probably like 4 more videos today, so I'm gonna keep this exit short, but it's really not that short because you guys know how much I love to talk. So, plus the natural lighting is really nice, and it's snowing right now, so I have to get it before it gets dark. So, all right, I will see you guys in my next video. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.